Please join me in sharing some love to an author, to a songwriter, to a producer, Jeff Tweedy of Wilco.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
It's so great to have you back here on KCRW. Congratulations, the record Cousin is out. We are loving it.
Thank you.
But real quick, before we get to that, I want to talk about some magic that took place in Dallas on September 27th. You were walking around town, and what happened?
I wasn't walking around town, but Glenn Coachy was walking around town. And let's hear it for Glenn. And he noticed that there was a sign-up sheet at the bar across the street from where we were staying for the open mic. And so he signed us up. And most of us were around, so we went and played for about an hour. And
a free show.
I think we kind of kept them, I think they were ready to go home.
The clip is on YouTube. It's definitely worth watching. I think there's like 4 people out there.
There's maybe 4 people, yeah. And then we did a song with one of the other songwriters who taught us his song in real time on stage.
That was magic.
Totally.
It was simply magic. Congratulations on the 13th album, Cousin. This one's a little different than previous albums for an obvious reason, if you don't mind sharing.
Maybe you could share with me. Yeah. Produced by Kate LeBon. That's unique, and that's honestly, that's great. That's special.
It's very special.
Absolutely.
According to Niels Klein, the amazing guitarist of Wilco, and fun fact, a former volunteer of KCRW. Used to answer the phones. A little history there. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but it doesn't surprise me. He's a very helpful person.
Yeah, very kind. But he did mention that this album, Kate LeBon's contributions, involved sonic textures. What were some of those sonic textures that were added to this record?
Kate has a real meticulous palette of these sort of icy tones and synths and chorus, bass guitars and chorus on thin sounding guitars. It's like a really kind of a new palette for us. I think it still sounds like Wilco, but I thought it sounded like Wilco with a new lighting director or something like that. Yeah.
And I understand Kate's father is a big Wilco fan.
That's what I hear. I've met him. Yeah, he seems like a big fan.
Yeah. One of the standout records that we're going to hear is one of my favorites. It's the true example of sonic texture is Infinite Surprise. Mm-hmm. I mean, what a journey. In some ways, I would say it reminds me of Pet Sounds. There are sound effects.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there are moments where I can't tell if it's a drum or a clock.
Same here.
Are there... It's your record, dude.
Yeah.
There's sounds where I think there's popcorn or... fireworks going off?
Yeah. It's true.
It's quite the journey.
Yeah.
And how this record, playing it live, is it easy to recreate?
It's not the easiest of records we've made to recreate because of the nature of how it was recorded and the amount of kind of tearing things apart and putting them back together it took to get the shapes that we wanted. But it sounds good.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, come on, make some noise. It's Wilco. I understand we talked about samples. One of my favorite songs, and I understand it's one of your favorite songs, is The Message from Grandmaster Flash.
Absolutely.
Is it true you know all the words?
Don't do that to me.
I'm not doing
right
it
now.
Hold on, I just want to see if you can finish this line. Broken glass everywhere.
People pissing on the stairs like they just don't care.
I just wanted to do that with Jeff Tweedy.
I think that's right.
No, you got it.
Yeah.
I can keep going on and on with that. You mentioned deconstructing.
People pissing on the stairs because they just don't care. Yeah.
But you feel...
Sorry.
No, it's cool. You're from the Shy, bro. Like,
yeah.
You said that you have a lot in common with that versus The Clash.
Oh, I mean, I love them both. I love them both. But they, I grew up in Southern Illinois, so anything that would reach us was exciting.
Yeah.
It's like living on a remote island or something, you know.
Yeah.
In those days, it really, I mean, pre-internet, people don't think about it that much. It was weird what you got over the transom of a closed door, like slipped under the door, like flowed in over through the transom of culture, was really kind of haphazard and arbitrary. You know, some people ended up liking square dance music, and some people got into ska, and you know, it was like, you never knew.
Yeah, I love that. Music discovers the
I didn't love it.
Why didn't you love it?
Because, I don't know, I was happy to find out there was more.
You mentioned something really interesting about deconstructing and being straightforward. You once said you have a million options of what that idea or song can be. Straightforward and deconstructing, is that still the template 30 years later when it comes to songwriting?
When it comes to songwriting, it's really just wanting to have a new song to sing and being excited that I have this process that gives me a fairly good chance at having a new song to sing on a daily basis, because it's a practice and I just do it all the time. So there's no constructing or deconstructing. It's just making something up and using your imagination and feeling good that you made something up that wasn't there. The constructing and deconstructing, I think, has a lot more to do with the studio and arranging and how a band works together to make the potential visible to other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. I was looking, I love watching YouTube, and I don't know about you, but I like looking at the comments. Something they tell you to stay away from?
Don't do that.
Oh, no. This is a good comment, actually. Someone mentioned on the song Evicted, they said, I just turned 30, and this song speaks to what it's like to be, still displaced at 30. So my question to you, if Wilco was a person, how does Wilco deal with the world today? Is this person displaced? Are they vocal, or do they shrug off what's happening in the world?
I have no choice but to be a part of the world. I think Wilco is a part of the world. Whether we feel comfortable in it, that's a different question. And what we do is our effort to feel comfortable in it. It's what we do is rooted in connection, rooted in the idea that if we believe in this and do it in a way that reaches out open-heartedly and asks for an embrace back, then we're doing something that reconnects us to the world in a way on terms that we can believe in.
Jeff, well, on behalf of KCRW and everybody here, we want to thank you for being a part of our lives, for creating that soundtrack during sunrises, sunsets, during road trips, the highs and lows in this journey that we call life. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Tweedy and Wilco.